Hey guys, welcome back to my channel today. In today's video, we're going to be doing a little get ready with me kind of first impression style video. I'm going to be doing a live first impressions on the new Flesh beauty line. I did pick up a few things from Ulta, so I'm really excited to try this out, guys. This is the high-end brand from Revlon that Revlon recently released. If you guys are new here though, hello, my name is Jenna. Thanks so much for tuning in and hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. And without further ado, let's get on to this video. I did prime my face with the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Face Base, I think it's called. Vitamin Rich Face Base, yes, that's right. And then I also set my lids already, so I use my Smashbox 24-hour shadow primer. Because I have no idea if these shadows are going to have fallout, I'm going to do those first. The first shadow I'm going to be using is this light beige here. Let's try this one out for all over the lid. I am using my Sigma E40 tapered blending brush for this, and I'm just putting it all over the crease. There's a lot of kickback on the palette here as I'm bringing up the shadows, and what I'm noticing as well is they're a little bit difficult to blend compared to some. The next shadow we're going to pick up is one of the shimmers. I'm going to try this one here, and we're going to use my Sigma E35 tapered blending brush. This I'm going to go all over the base of the lid. This one isn't really showing up. Let's try again. I'm going to use my finger. There we go. So I'm just doing gentle patting motions here. Already you can see it's gathering in my crease just a touch. So that's nice. Anyways, this is what I'm looking like right now. The Sigma E55, which is an eye shading brush. This one is a little bit more denser and a little bit shorter. This one tended to pick it up a little bit easier than my fluffier brushes. Next, I'm going to be picking up the matte brown. This is the one on the corner here of the pan. Let's try this one to deepen the crease. So I'm not going to deepen the entire crease, just the outer edge right here, and then I'm going to pull it towards the center. It's not as blendable as some of my favorites out there. So I just went ahead and put on my eyeliner and mascara. Today I used my Stila eyeliner and my Lights Camera Lashes Tarte mascara, so that's what you see right here. I am enjoying the eye look that I have today, but it did take me a little bit more effort than I guess I would have hoped for, so just keep that in mind. Next, we are going to be doing foundation. This is the Fleshstick Foundation. This is tiny, very, very tiny. A lot of shades with this one though, so that's really good. The shade that I picked up is number 8 Custard. This is supposed to be light with neutral undertones, so let's give it a go. So right now, you know, it's not really pulling on my skin when I'm applying it to the skin, which is nice. I am looking a little foolish right now, but I just wanted to let you know that I have already covered a little bit of my cystic acne up. Side note, if you guys experience cystic acne, please let me know what has helped you, because it's only since my mid-20s that I've actually had cystic acne at my chin, so it's very, very frustrating. Anyways, I have kind of covered it up with my Laura Mercier concealer. I'm going to be adding the foundation over top. The Beauty Blender is kind of shearing it out for me, which is really nice. It's not as full coverage anymore. It definitely takes down the coverage a little bit. I've blended one side with the Beauty Blender. Now I'm going to try a flat kabuki brush. This is the F80 from Sigma. I definitely think a Beauty Blender moves this product around on your skin better. I feel like I'm actually having to tug on my skin a little bit too much with this brush, so I'm not going to continue with the brush. So this is one layer, and as you guys can see, I started with a lot of redness on my skin and it's covered decently with one layer. I will do an additional one just to be safe, just on the parts of my face that are a little bit more red, like my cheeks and the bridge of my nose. We're going to do another layer there. All in all, with one layer, the coverage is about a true medium. My skin tone is normal to oily, so just keep that in mind. This is not like really sinking into the skin as much as I would like. It's definitely sitting on top. Right now I have set my face. I've used my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Powder. That is one of my favorites. It's looking like it's still sitting on top of my skin. It's not my favorite at all. It doesn't blend in really well for me anyways. I'm wondering if a setting mist will really help melt this into the skin, because right now we're looking like it's just sitting on top. Now we're going to move on to highlight. The highlighting powder I picked up is called Certain. This is a gorgeous like pearl pink shade. As you guys can see, super, super stunning. It swatches really beautifully as well. The brush I'm going to be using is actually a Sephora brush. This is the Pro Small Blush number 74. I'm going to be using this to apply it to the tops of my cheeks. Just like the eyeshadow, this is giving me a lot of kickback. Okay, this is definitely blinding. You do not need a lot. This will build up on your skin really, really quickly. It's really, really nice. It doesn't seem to emphasize any textures, so I'm really liking this one. This is definitely a positive. Next, we are going to be doing blush. The blush I picked up is called Pulse. If this is going to be pigmented, we have to make sure we're going to go light because we don't want to streak. So the brush I'm using is the Pro Featherweight Complexion by Sephora, number 90, and I'm going to just lightly dab in this in case this is pigment central. That was just the lightest tap. I'm gonna have to blend this in. Even this to me is a touch too dark than I would like, but it's not bad. I think I'm going to add a little bit of setting powder just to kind of lighten it a touch. Then I'm gonna go and bronze and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I am back and I bronzed. I also set my face with my MAC Fix Plus. The biggest difference maker for sure is the setting spray. Honestly, I'm looking at myself in the mirror now and it's really melted into the skin beautifully with the setting spray. So just make sure you're setting this, guys, because honestly, in my opinion, it will sit on the skin and look like it's sitting on top of the skin if you don't melt it down with a setting spray and add that hydration. Let's get on to the final step. This is the Flesh lipstick in the shade Superb. I'm gonna show you, oh, this packaging reminds me of the Buxom packaging because it's black and sleek like this, but it also has a magnetic closure. So that is really, really nice and it's gonna secure that lid for you, so that's great. This is a little bit of a drier formula than I'm used to, but I do like the shape of the lipstick itself. It's got a nice point so you can get into the Cupid's bow really, really nicely. It's very, very pigmented as well. It's almost like you have to warm it up a little bit from the heat of your lips. I think it just makes it really creamy that way. Anyways, guys, this is it for the final look. As for the highlights of this collection, guys, the highlighter is amazing. I do think if you're interested in checking the highlighters out, you will not be disappointed with those. The lipstick is really nice as well. It's a touch drier than some of the other formulas that I'm used to, but it's still really, really wearable and nice, and it definitely does loosen up and kind of relax when you get the warmth of your lips after you apply it. The blush, I would say, comes in a close second. This is really, really nice as well. Very, very pigmented, so go with a light hand, but they do blend out really nicely, so that's amazing. Now on to the things I'm not quite sure about, and I will let you know in the description box how they wear throughout the day, but first of all, we've got our foundation. I do like how it applied very smoothly to the skin. I didn't feel like I was tugging. However, as I was blending it, I felt like I was tugging a little bit more, much more with a brush, not so much with a beauty blender, but you have to make sure your blender stays nice and damp. If it starts to dry, then you're gonna pull on your skin again to blend this out. But as for this foundation, the jury is still out. I will let you guys know after the wear test. When it comes to the eyeshadow palette, guys, based on the 3 shades that I used, which are the 2 on the bottom row here, and then the shimmer on the top, the shimmer shade was really difficult to work with. It was really difficult to pick up anything with a dry brush. Perhaps with a wet brush, it would be better because they did work better with my fingertip. I haven't tried the rest of the shimmers in here, so I can't comment on those yet. And then as for the mattes, they're not as creamy as I would like. You do have to blend them out a little bit more than I would like as well, so you got to work a little bit harder with this one. So this one I will let you know. I will check back as well and let you know what I think of this. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to let me know by giving it a big thumbs up, as well as don't forget to subscribe on your way out. I would love to see you again. And until my next video, guys, take care. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!